Yeah! Turbo boost!
The economy-sized Ultra Stick has returned! This time with more cowbell. Attractive balsa and plywood fuselage is covered in heat shrink covering. Bottom rear access hatch gives easy access to the 6-channel AS3X receiver with safe mode and tail servos. A front top hatch is for battery access. Both use magnets to secure. 1000 kV motor is pre-mounted and should have plenty of grunt. AVN speed controller is good for up to 4 cells and 45 amps. The fuselage structure is well built with some lightning holes in the rear and beefy clevises. The horizontal stab and the wings have open structures partially covered in transparent red film. It looks like they took special care to keep everything light. You can easily see the optional servo slots for those who want to use separate flaps and aileron servos, which is enabled by cutting 2 small dowels between the aileron and flap control surfaces. My wing had a slight smudge, but it was purely cosmetic. I don't know why, but I was tickled that there was a scrap piece of plywood in the package that I could scavenge. Anyways, assembly starts with removing some nuts from the rudder, which is then inserted into tail slots. All of which is then bolted in place with the same nuts removed earlier, while the metal landing gear mounts to the fuselage in 4 easy steps. Snap on the control clevises, plug in the aileron servos, and mount the wing with a single nylon bolt. Transmitter configuration files can be downloaded from the Spectrum website. This really makes setup go quickly. Plus, you get to play guess what the switches do. Kit comes with an APC 10x5 prop and accompanying spinner. Before you know it, it's ready to fly. Flight day had a little bit of a breeze, but nothing this little guy couldn't handle. First flight will be with a 3-cell 2200 mAh battery pack.
All right, e-flite Ultra Stick. Do the maiden flight here on the little, whoop, turn the, I have the right switches right. All right, here we go.
Well, that was embarrassing.
Okay, control check. Let's go in low rates on the first thing here. Okay, transmitter, I know. All right, here we go.
Seems I had a prop balance issue.
Hear that? Yeah, it's a spinner, it's all right. Spinner might be a little bit wobbly. She's up though, flying really good. Let's see, I think my elevator trim was a little too much up. All right, so this is 3S, 2200. Flies easy enough. Yeah, I think my spinner is a little wobbly, but doesn't seem too terrible, so we'll fly it.
A minor detail.
Very sprightly in low rates, look at that.
Indeed, more than I expected.
Up vertical, not quite unlimited, but good, still responsive. Try a little rudder here. Very slow spin to the left. Let's try spin to the right. That's a little better.
I still had room to add more rudder throw if so desired.
Let's do a quick, I think this is the button. Safe mode. There we go. There's your full bank. Again, this is low rate ailerons. Gets around not too bad. Let's go to high rate. There we go. Definitely a little more tighter turning radius.
Safe mode really tamed the beast.
So here's your max bake angle. It's pretty good on high rates. Go back to low rates. Max bake angle. That's ailerons. So we're still in safe mode, high rate. Do a touch and go. Go back into the wind here.
Here I had another surprise.
Wow, this thing is really light on the, it doesn't want to come down. Let me force it down here.
It almost refused to descend.
All right, so that was safe mode. I'm taking out of safe mode. It's just a really fun plane. It's my very first flight with it. I'm already very comfortable doing all kinds of goofy stuff with it. Try a knife edge. Yeah, I'll kind of hold it. Look at that. Whee!
Now that's a spicy meatball.
Try a little snap roll on high rate.
Yep, gonna need more rudder throw.
Back to low rates. Inverted. Wow.
Flying inverted was just as easy as right side up. Do outside loop. It is a fun fly, ugly stick after all. And indeed, it's fun to fly. So I thought I would try the slow part of the flight envelope.
Try a little fun in the wind here. Rudder. I want to take it up, do a stall test real quick. All right, power off, full up elevator now. And look at that, it's just this little fugoid porpoising, and that's it. A little bit of rudder correction. That is full up elevator, full stall, power off. Into the wind there, we got a little bit of crosswind. Is it climbing? No. But it ain't coming down very fast. Look at that.
It's better than we deserve.
Wing over. This is really got a nice lightweight structure. Even the low rates is pretty sprightly. This is by the manual, and low rates.
Just think it. And Ultra Stick does it.
Really ham-fisted rolling circle. Oh, is my timer going off? Don't know how long lasts with these 2200, so let's bring her in. A little bit of throttle. It's light, so it doesn't have a whole lot of momentum, but you can suck her right down. Very nice. All right, I got the crowd here. Give me some accolades here. There we go. The e-flite Ultra Stick 1.1 meter. Thumbs up.
Next up was a 4-cell 3200 mAh battery pack. A bit more weight, but much more potential energy. Oh yeah, now we're playing with power.
Okay, now we've got 4S power. 4S 3200. Let's see how this thing does. A little extra weight, which is good. It's a little breezy today. And same prop. Did not change the prop, so let's go. Yeah! Turbo boost! To the moon, Alice! She's still going.
Yeah, I lost it. Where is it? You gotta get
So fast, cameraman Jeff couldn't keep up. It's right there.
I'll tell you when I got
Can't find good help these days.
it. We get zoomed in.
With the Ultra Stick back in frame, it was time to show off.
Okay, well that was exciting. Still seems to handle pretty good. Bring her around a little bit, see if it feels any different. Feels pretty much the same. Cut the throttle here. And see if it does anything goofy with the stalls. To up elevator. Here's full up. And nothing. Still great. That little extra ounce or two wasn't bad. Try a speed pass. Woohoo! That's not gonna get too fast with that thick wing, but it does certainly adds a little excitement to it. Little knife edge. Out a knife edge climb. Grog excited. This would change the. Let's go back to high rate here. There's a kick in the pants when you do that. But it still flies really nice. I can slow it down as well. If you want, I think this would be a good option for maybe a slightly windy day, a little extra run time. You can still slow it down. Bring her in a little bit for a slow pass.
The larger pack hardly made a difference in handling.
Look at that, you can putt by. Not a problem. And then pour the coals on! Thrusters.
The extra power really was addictive. I probably won't go back to 3 cells.
So it's great that you have battery options for this. You can also have 4S2200 too. I think would fly also very nicely. The same kind of power, but even less weight. And there you go, the e-flite. Kind of a mini ultra stick. Bring her in. Look at that, you can just really hold it off. Lots of fun. I think I like it. So I was curious about what was different with the new Ultra Stick from its previous incarnation. Now, cameraman Jeff has the old 25E version, which is right here, and so I kind of borrowed it to compare the two. And now you can see there is a noticeable size difference, maybe about 10% smaller, although the rudder is not aero-balanced like before. Now, I'm not sure what's up with the spinner vibration, but I will likely just remove the spinner, which will lighten things up even more. Now, I realize that the full span ailerons, really, you may want to set them up a little less throw than is recommended in the manual for your first flights. Now, I think the Ultra Stick 1.1 meter is a fine flying model with some neat options and a flexible power system.
Hi, thanks for watching. Please take a look at the video description below for special HobbyView sales and discounts. Your purchases help support this channel. Happy modeling!
Something doesn't sound right.